taking a closer look at the MP3 player that Don sent and the camera that Art was talking about. Good evening, YouTube. Here at about 7:26 in the evening. It is Wednesday evening. I was playing around with this little MP3 player and decided to see if it would pop open, and by gosh, it did. And the battery that's in there will not charge up. Don mentioned that to me in a comment, and so I would say that's the battery. It's a 3.7 volt. Just turn it around a little bit so we can see the numbers a little better. 500 milliamp hour, JX303450 with a minus sign in front of it, I guess, is the number. Either that or the 201, 305, 30916 below it. I'm not sure which one's which, but it's one or the other, I'm sure. I don't know how hard or easy this would be to get out. It does look like two red and black wire there. So I think I will do a little research on the, oh, that's the camera, I believe, right there. So, yeah, that's the speaker there. And I think I will do a little research and see if I can find that. Maybe somebody else will come up with something. Trying to get a good shot of it. All the lights in here, it's a little bit difficult to not have that shine back in your face. I think that's good enough right there. That's the thing off my label maker. I was using the batteries. I wanted to see if I could get this to work. Let me back up a little bit here with this. And you're going to see that it does, in fact, work. The only problem right now is I don't have a card in there. It will not take the, you can see though, it does function. It does not take a standard, or not a standard, but a micro SD card with an adapter. It won't work with it. So I'll turn this off. Alright, now that's the only thing I have handy. I've got one I bought for it. I think it was a 16 gigabyte, but I don't see it here amongst the things that I use with it, unless it's in one of this package here. But like I said, that's what it needs to function to actually work. So unless I can find that, and yes, like I say, I know I have one. See, that's just an adapter, and so is that. So I don't have anything but adapters here. And micro SD cards. So I've got to find, I think it might have been in the Wii. I'm thinking. The last place I might have saw it was at the Wii, in the Wii. So I might go in there and look and see if it is in fact in there. So let me do that real good, and I'll be right back. Well, I did check, and it is not in there because it's got an adapter with a micro SD card in it. And I think that's what I did was originally I put because it would work in there, the micro SDs with the adapters work fine in the Wii. I think I changed it out and did that, but I don't know what I did with the other one. I know it's here somewhere. When I say somewhere, I mean somewhere. I don't have a lot of devices that use that micro SD or SD card, and I don't know. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on it, but anyway, you did in fact see that it works as long as it has batteries in it. And I can put the card in there, and it just tells me that the card needs formatting, and then it doesn't do anything else. It locks it up. So that's about the size of that. So anyway, I have several different types of adapters too. I've tried it, and none of them work. So anywho, that's going to do that. But like I said, the main thing focus about this was this battery, and trying to find a replacement for that, because this one will not charge up at all. I've tried several times, and Don said the same thing, said it wouldn't charge up. So that, and let's see, the radio, we've been looking for a schematic for it. We did see, I say we, I'm talking about Bob, y'all know Bob, and I have found now this is the funny thing about this, because it says Sterling on the outside and Valiant on the inside. I thought maybe at first this was a mistake, but maybe not, because Bob did find one of these on eBay, or actually a past auction, and it was in the same type of box with this red liner around it. So unless somebody else has put a different box top on it, just exactly the same size, which would be odd. I don't know, but there are several Valiant models out there. We found several of them, but just not this particular one, because there's no model number on it. And so it does work. There is a battery in it, and it does make some crackling noises when you turn it on. Do that for the camera real quick, see if you can hear it. So that's a good sign the audio amp is probably working, and that's the volume control being scratchy. So probably not a lot to do to that. I probably will play around with it a little bit and see signal tracer and see if I can find a signal at all in there, and when the time comes. But for right now, just kind of looking at this stuff and seeing what I could find. I really wish I could find the SD card so I could play with that camera, because I haven't played with it for a long time. And being as Art was showing his, I thought, well, now would be the good time to do it. At least somebody else has one. And so anywho, that's pretty much that. I'm not gonna wait too much longer here. I'll have to think about the SD card, think in my mind where I could have put it other than where I've got these here. And I try to keep all these together because, they're so easy to lose. So, anywho. Alright, that's going to do me. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thanks for watching, and we will see ya.